The city of Toledo wants to hear from you. A $20 million grant is helping the city redevelop parts of our community, but they want to know what you want to see before construction actually begins in a couple of years. 2027 is where we're kind of focusing today. Brandon Sehlhorst and Ryan Bunch with the city. They're here this afternoon to join us so we can learn more about this. So we had a story on this last night, Brandon, talk a little bit of this connectivity. Talk about the neighborhoods that you're looking to connect and why the focus is on those.
Absolutely. So regional plans for the city of Toledo have addressed from an economic development perspective the need to diversify our economy. And one way that we can do that is by establishing an innovation district. So the Jefferson Center is meant to be the innovation hub.
Right.
The area around that is meant to be the innovation district. What we are looking to do is to bridge the connections between the innovation district and the neighborhoods surrounding that downtown area.
Let me stop you there for a second. I sat down with Arturo Polizzi. I know you saw that interview. You commented on it on social. But I sat down with him, and as ProMedica goes forward with that building, being the landowner of that building, he did not stray from saying, yes, the initial idea was Bitwise was going to come in there and create this innovation hub, this learning mecca.
Yes.
You're touching on the fact you guys want to support that as well.
Absolutely. This whole project was meant to support that, support these original regional plans that were in place. And so
Jefferson Center is what I'm talking about.
Jefferson Center, yes. Yeah. And so we are working with potential tenants that would go in there that would meet the original vision of the building of occupying workforce development piece and innovation.
Gotcha. Ryan, talk a little bit about the design phase of this. And Brandon has talked about connectivity. And this is, he said, a road project in order to connect these areas. Let us wrap our minds around what that looks like, what that means.
Yeah, sure. These three neighborhoods are some of Toledo's most historic, most active communities. So they've been really involved over the years through design processes with the Toledo Design Collective, as well as with the city and lots of other plans. But the goal here is, while we're talking about streetscape and roadways and all of those things, that's all got a human use at the end of the day, right? That's how we move through the neighborhood. That's how we connect to arts and culture, food, and all the other things that we love. So we're really talking about pedestrian access, connectivity, better bikeways, more safe and comfortable walking spaces, crosswalks, all of those kinds of things that really make a neighborhood what it is.
Is there a connection problem per se right now? These roads don't connect. These sidewalks don't connect. Is that what we're talking about?
It's not even that they just don't connect. They're not safe. The data that we have shows that the intersections leading into downtown from the Dorr Street corridor are very unsafe. We've actually had pedestrian fatalities. And so one of the reasons why is because there's not safe connections for pedestrians and cyclists currently. And so this project is meant to address that.
Talk a little bit about these meetings. What do you want to hear from, and that's what we said last night. We said, there's an opportunity for Toledoans to get involved. They want to hear from you. What do you want to hear? What are you expecting to hear?
Yes, so these are listening sessions. We're having 3 of them total. We have 2 upcoming. The goal of these meetings is to really understand from the community what they want to see in the design for these road projects, how we design them, whether it's public art, street trees, different types of lighting, maybe different connection points that we weren't thinking about. These are opportunities for the residents and businesses and stakeholders to engage with us to make sure their voices are heard in the design.
Are there any bad ideas? Or is everything on the table?
There are no bad ideas.
That's kind of a rhetorical question, but
yeah, sure. No, we know what the parameters of the project are, right? So there's specific things that are in the grant that we can do and will do, but we don't want to shut anything out. And you know, what Brandon and I were talking just before we came on, there's a lot of opportunity here. We're going to touch. Have a lot of touch points in the community with a lot of different people, with a lot of different perspectives, experiences, historical knowledge. We want to make sure that we're capturing those other ideas that maybe aren't related to this project, but could be catalyzed for a future project. So those could be things off of the roadways, you know, other kind of business developments, housing, all of those kinds of things. We do really want to hear from the community, even if it's, you know, we mostly want to focus on design outcomes for this, but we do want to make sure that we're capturing really what the experience of the neighborhoods is, because they're the ones that live in the neighborhood.
What I'm picking up on, gentlemen, is all inroads lead downtown, lead uptown. Is that kind of the vision? Draw in these communities. Maybe there's something down the road for 5 Points. Maybe there's something for South Toledo down the road that can also be a project. But is it leading everybody downtown? downtown. Do
Yes.
you want that to be the Mecca?
That is the goal. That is the goal, and to improve access to those neighborhoods from downtown, right? So it's both ways. It's not just coming downtown, but improving access for people to go to the Mott Branch Library, right? Or to get from the Mott Branch Library to the brand new Wayman Palmer YMCA that we're building. And so it's definitely to connect to the neighborhoods as well. And Jeff, I will just mention, these are listening sessions. These are happening in the month of December. We're going to take the input that we get from these meetings, go back to the drawing board and work up some renderings and some designs, and come back to the community in probably February or March of next year, and show the community and make sure this is what we heard. You know, this is what we heard you say. This is what we incorporated in the design. Are we getting it right? What changes would you like to see before we finalize design, so construction can happen in 27?
Yeah, you say next year. It seems so far away. It's a month away. And we're looking at the meetings, the upcoming meetings, once again, December 10th, 12th. For more information, go to toledo.ohio.gov/raise. Gentlemen, thank you so much for the insight. Now, I hope you get some good input and keep us informed.
Thanks, Jeff.
You
Thanks
got
for
it.
having